Well, top focus this evening, all the action from Channapatna in Bengaluru Rural Lok Sabha constituency, where Home Minister Amit Shah is on a roadshow launching his campaign for the 28 Lok Sabha seats in Karnataka. Those pictures on your screen of Home Minister Amit Shah on that roadshow at Channapatna, which is H.D. Kumaraswamy's Assembly Vidhan Sabha constituency. There on the Rath with the Home Minister, you see on that campaign vehicle with the Home Minister, you see H.D. Kumaraswamy along with Dr. Manjunath, who is the JDSS candidate and the son-in-law of Deva Gowda. Channapatna is the JDS Chief Kumaraswamy's Assembly constituency. Bengaluru Rural is the Lok Sabha constituency in which Channapatna falls under. And remember, it's the lone constituency held by the Congress in 2019. The incumbent MP here is D.K. Suresh, who's the brother of State Congress Chief D.K. Shivkumar. So a symbolic beginning for the campaign there by the Home Minister at Channapatna in the Bengaluru Rural constituency, sending out a message that this time for the BJP in these Lok Sabha polls, it's about galvanizing itself in the old Mysuru region and in seats like Bengaluru Rural or Mysore or Chamarajanagar or in these areas as far as these Lok Sabha polls are concerned. These are the areas where it's believed that the BJP does not have traditional strength and it's led by the JDS and the Congress. That's the narrative that the BJP wants to change. Obviously, this was preceded, these pictures that you're seeing on the screen of this roadshow at Channapatna were preceded this morning by a sharp exchange between Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and the BJP top brass. While Siddaramaiah hit out at Amit Shah earlier in the day and has been on a strong campaign, the Home Minister took on the Congress leadership both at the state and the centre earlier in the day. Let's listen in to this report by Pratibha Raman before we go back to those pictures from Channapatna.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah starting his election campaign in Karnataka by holding a roadshow at the Bengaluru Rural constituency, the lone seat won by the Congress in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. In what is shaping out to be a high-voltage campaign for the 28 seats in the state, the Home Minister began his roadshow by hitting out at the Congress.
10 साल मनमोहन सोनिया की सरकार में 12 लाख करोड़ का भ्रष्टाचार हुआ। डीके शिवकुमार जी को तो भ्रष्टाचार से परहेज ही नहीं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी और जेडीएस का गठबंधन सभी 28 की 28 सीटें जीतकर कांग्रेस का अकाउंट नहीं खोलने देंगे।
Earlier in the day, he was welcomed with sharp remarks by the State Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, whose son Yatendra's comment against Shah had led to a complaint by the BJP with the Election Commission.
ಕೊಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಬೇಡ, ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಬೇಡ. ಅಮಿತ್ ಶಾನೇ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಕೆದಾಟುಗೆ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ? ಮಾದಾಯಿಗೆ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಓಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ? ಅಮಿತ್ ಶಾ actually ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ he has no moral right.
The exchange between Siddaramaiah and Shah sets the tone for the Karnataka campaign 2024, in which the Chief Minister is likely to be the target of the BJP, and the results here could impact the power equations in the Siddaramaiah government as well.
Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to Karnataka's Channapatna signifies two very important things. One is the BJP trying to portray an image of sharing great camaraderie as well as coordination with the JDS. And two, BJP trying to put in all its efforts in this lone constituency that was won by the Congress in 2019 Lok Sabha election. With camera person Govind, Pratibha Raman in Channapatna for NDTV.
Well, the symbolic significance of that isn't lost. Pratibha Raman is there at that event where the roadshow is taking place. We also have with us Professor Sandeep Shastri to make sense of the Karnataka political muddle. But first to this quick report that Pratibha Raman sent to us from the ground at Channapatna, from the location of the roadshow.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has just embarked on his election campaign journey in Karnataka ahead of the Lok Sabha election, and he starts with one of the high-profile constituencies, which is Bengaluru Rural. Audience here, the viewers going, waving their an uproar that you see here as Amit Shah arrives in Karnataka's Channapatna, and this is where the road show will begin. A 3-kilometer road show that is going to be witnessed in Karnataka's Channapatna. Remember, Bengaluru Rural will see Congress veteran DK Suresh as well as Mr. Manjunath, the son-in-law of former PM HD Devegowda, who would be contesting on a BJP ticket. Remember, in 2019 Lok Sabha election, that seats in the BJP's pocket. This was the constituency that voted Congress in 2019 Lok Sabha election, and this is exactly where the BJP wants to start its election journey, to leave no stone unturned ahead of the Lok Sabha election. With camera person Govind, Pratibha Raman in Channapatna for NDTV.
Well, as we show those live pictures to you, remember there's also the other side of the story, which is the Congress's side of the story. Sharp attacks that have been playing out over the last few days with Siddaramaiah's son, Yatindra's comments inviting a complaint by the BJP. Yatindra's comments on Amit Shah inviting a complaint from the BJP to the Election Commission, and then of course Siddaramaiah defending it, and of course sharp attacks earlier in the day. Professor Sandeep Shastri, as I mentioned, is live with us as well. Professor Shastri, largely it seems to be playing out, would you agree, into again a battle between Siddaramaiah on the one side and the BJP central leadership on the other, or a Modi Shah versus Siddaramaiah kind of narrative that's building up in Karnataka in these elections?
You are right, Veera, though I'll expand it a bit. It is Modi Shah versus Siddaramaiah Shivkumar. I think they are also targeting the Deputy Chief Minister for a range of reasons. So you will see the Congress trying to attack the central leadership of the party as well as the state, whereas the BJP line of attack is very clearly going to be on the Chief Minister and his deputy, with, of course, a sprinkling of comments on the central leadership also. As you rightly said, the Bangalore rural constituency is an interesting constituency where Amit Shah launches his campaign, the only seat held by the Congress. Remember, in 2019, the BJP did exactly this by focusing on Gulbarga and Kolar, two seats that the Congress had been consistently winning, and the desire to get Mr. Kharge defeated and the desire to win the Kolar seat, which the Congress had been winning for nearly 8 to 9 terms. And they targeted both those seats and did well in those seats. And now they are trying to target the lone seat that the Congress has. And we are therefore seeing a very tough battle. It seems to be a very shrill battle also. You will have language used on both sides, which is not, I think, most appropriate, because the polarization here is very strong, and the will on both sides to win the seats as a prestige battle is equally intense.
Right, that's an important point that you make there. Why I was making the reference to Siddaramaiah, Professor Shastri, is that largely the guarantees is seen as his, his face is the one that's stuck on the guarantees and the governance bit. And this is becoming a battle between the state government's guarantees vis-a-vis that. That's one part of it. We will come to the Bengaluru rural significance and the fact that Amit Shah is launching this campaign, remember, with Kumaraswamy right there, and Dr. Manjunath there, Devegowda's son-in-law, which is sending out a message of cohesion between the BJP and the JDS, which has been a major issue. But before we get to that, Professor Shastri, one interesting comment yesterday from Siddaramaiah was his emotional appeal to voters in Varuna, saying that you want me to don't you want me around here? You should give me a victory of over 60,000 from this constituency. Sort of subtly linking, and this has happened, to the future of what's going to happen in the power equations within the Congress and the state government from the results of these Lok Sabha polls. In that sense, do you see that these Lok Sabha polls being something that's sort of being watched within the Congress in terms of its power dynamics? And that would be very interesting as well. That puts the focus on Siddaramaiah as far as these polls are concerned.
I'll take this statement along with another report which you have seen in the newspapers, where ministers have been told that they would be ticked off quite badly if the party did not do well in the seats that they have been assigned to. So this emotional appeal that Siddaramaiah made yesterday in his home constituency was, I think, setting a trend which he expects from other ministers in his government to go into the campaign and put their own personal political reputation at stake and say that if you do not really vote for the party nominee in this particular assembly constituency, it will be a reflection on my popularity. And a similar trend we can see being applied by other cabinet ministers who did not enter the cabinet, who did not enter the contest, but have put up their supporters, their relations to contest. So I will not be surprised if, as the campaign proceeds, the line that Siddaramaiah took in his home constituency is likely to be taken by other ministers in their respective constituencies.
Right, Professor Shastri, I have just 10 seconds left. Very quickly, to you, from your point of view, this JDS BJP alliance, you think this is going to be the biggest test of whether there is going to be vote transfer, and it's seats like Bengaluru Rural and Mandya that would really be the indicator seats for that?
This is the big question. There is a concert among the leaders, but will there be a similar concert on the ground among the followers? Having opposed each other for quite some time, now you tell the party workers to work together. This is going to be the huge challenge. And I think it depends upon the charisma of the leadership to be able to convince their party cadres to ensure a vote transfer. And that is what both are banking on. And we are already seeing the minor irritations which are coming up on that. And I think it all depends on how much and how effectively the
And as you make that, right, as you make that point, remember tomorrow Sumalata has said that she will reveal what her stand is going to be. That will be interesting to watch out for. Sent out a post on X. Remember, she's the incumbent MP from Mandya, an independent MP who won with the support of the BJP in 2019. Thanks very much, Professor Shastri. Those pictures there from Channapatna of the Union Home Minister's roadshow there, beginning his campaign for Karnataka.